Heyo everybody, Haku here with One Piece quiz video. So I haven't done a video like this in kind of a while. I did some quizzes, I think mostly Tower of God ones, way back when I first started the channel. But I was tagged in this by Nya D Hemmingz. And I guess I'm going to tag. I'm always really nervous with things like this. I'm like, oh, I hope I'm not a bother to anyone tagging anyone. Like, I always feel honored if somebody tags me in something, but then I'm like, am I really somebody who's going to be out here bothering somebody else with this? But I'm going to tag LahelSympathiser and Milios. So, sort of with them, it's like LahelSympathiser and Nya D Hemmingz were like two of the first channels where I was getting people in my comments all the time like, oh, they do Tower of God videos too. You need to talk to them. You need to talk to them. And Milios has just been a channel that I've been really enjoying recently, just watching on my own. I'd probably also say Dr. Bonehead if I knew that he watched or read One Piece, but I'm not sure if he does or not. So that's another person who I probably would have said if I would have known that. But yeah, either way, if you want to see more of these quizzes after I take this One Piece quiz, which devil fruit would you have, as you can clearly see on the screen. If you want to see more quizzes, just let me know. I'd love to do more videos like this. Also, there are these things I've seen on YouTube, like guess the anime opening challenge and stuff like that. I want to try to do some videos like that at some point too. But either way, I'm getting way off topic with this intro. Let's just see what we get. Now, I've always loved Logia types and Zoan types, because who doesn't want to be like an Animorph or something like that? But knowing that, that means I'll probably get a Paramecia. If there was any one that I would really like to have, I would say I've always loved Monet's Snow fruit, but the Rumble fruit or the Suna no Mi Sen fruit, either of those I think would be really cool too, because I've always loved both of those powers as well. But let's shoot for I'm just personally hoping I get the Yuki no Mi, big chillin'. But yeah, either way, going to go to enter name here, and let's just make it Haku. Simple. Even though technically, for those of you who don't know, it's short for Hakme. But yeah, let's start the quiz. Let's see what we get here. Which is the closest to your dream home? A giant luxurious mansion with many rooms and servants. Relaxing beachside home with several friends and family. A luxury condo with many friends and parties. No, that would be a mess. A bunch of people and parties? No. Modest and peaceful cabin in the wilderness with very few close people or nobody. That sounds kinda nice, but to me, the first thing I think about when I think about that, I'm like, what's the internet connection like? You gotta have internet if you're me. So, yeah, that's probably a no because of possible internet connection. A fancy RV or houseboat and constantly travel. I don't know, a part of that seems like really fun to constantly travel around. But again, it's one of those situations where you would just be on weird Wi-Fi hotspots and stuff most of the time. So actually, beachside home, again, I am one of the most weirdly practical people, I guess, because I'm like, oh, a beachside home, what about hurricanes? That's something on the East Coast, because I live on the East Coast, toward the coast. So that's something I'm always thinking about. So yeah, I don't know. Giant luxurious mansion sounds really nice though. Who hasn't grown up thinking, man, what if I was just super stupidly dumb rich? So I'm gonna go for that one. You and a good friend of yours are walking down the street. Your friend, who's in a really bad mood, bumps into somebody's shoulder and immediately gets angry at the person. This begins escalating into a fist fight, and it doesn't look like your friend has a chance at winning. What will you do? Honestly, that's kind of the friend's fault. Here's that one's tough. Because it's you're my friend, so I don't want you to get beat up, so I would try to stop the fight. But at the same time, it's you bumped into them and then and you were in a bad mood. It's kind of your fault. Kind of being a dick here, so I'm not going to help him beat up the person who he started a fight with by being a dumbass. But at the same time, I don't want to what are my options? I'm not even looking at them. Take out your phone and record the fight. It's getting pretty entertaining. World star. Immediately help my friend beat this guy. I don't care if it might be his fault. I don't want to see my friends get hurt. True, but what if it is kind of their fault? Keep walking and ignore them both. My friend's being irrational, so let him solve it himself. Kinda. But he's gonna get his ass kicked. Try to break up the fight right away. Violence won't solve anything in this case. I guess I'm gonna go try to break up the fight, because like I said, it's kind of like one of those things where I don't want them to get beat up, but at the same time, if it's, like, I would totally help them in the fight if it was the other person's fault or something, but in this case, they're being a dick. Oh, I hope my face cam isn't covering up this or anything. It'll be fine. What sounds like a dream profession to you or your current line of work? Something to do with puzzles or thinking, like professor, scientist, lawyer, programming. Something to do with entertainment, something to do with money, finance or power. Something to do with hands-on labor. I won't lie, whenever I help people do anything, when it's just or even just doing yard work or housework myself, I love just being able to shut your brain off and do manual labor. There's just something really peaceful about it. Something that'll let me travel a lot. Anything that just seems like it'll work out. Honestly, gotta get that paycheck. Something to do with serving a large number of people, religious, medical, government, police, or military. Or something to do with designing or crafting. I do love art and architecture. Something to do with entertainment. It's like what I want to do with YouTube, so I guess that is like my dream profession. But then, before YouTube, I was in science. I worked at a lab, so I don't know. Do I go science or entertainment? I don't know. I guess dream job is kind of like what I would love to get, actually paid, an actual job worth of money to do YouTube. So I guess that's the dream job. Alright, next up, and it takes me to the bottom. What color do you like the most? When I was a kid, purple was my favorite color, but now it's I like black, white, red, yellow. Blue and green are right, orange is right. Purple was my favorite as a kid, though. I don't know. White from Tower of God makes me want to say white, though. The black is just all around. I'm going to go white, and maybe it'll help me get that Yuki Yuki no Mi, because I like all of them. But I think black and white are the top two for me right now, which is weird considering they're the least colorful. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Which of these would you be more likely to share on social media? Inspirational quotes, I never do. I rarely use I'm on social media all the time. Well, between this and YouTube, and if you count Discord and stuff, I'm pretty much on social media all the time. Food, if I'm hungry. I don't ever post food, but I love food. A selfie, no, I really do not think I am good looking. I'm very self-conscious, so that would most definitely not be me. Funny videos or pictures I found online. Yeah, sharing videos and stuff is pretty cool. Or favorite art, music, or even stuff I made. I have to say that one, because if you follow me on Twitter or anything, you know it's either just me posting to let you know that videos are up or updating you on things, or me just retweeting anime girls, truth be told. So yeah. Which club would you be most interested in? Student council, cooking club. We didn't, when I was in high school and stuff, we didn't really have many clubs or anything. Most everybody was in a sport. I mean, I guess there technically were clubs, but people weren't really in them much. Student council, cooking club, math, science, or history club. Sports or MMA club, the Go Home Club, or music, drama, or fine arts. God, I'd love to be in the Go Home Club. Just go home, relax. When I was in high school, we had it was called Fit Club, but it was basically just go out and play sports or whatever. So I did that in high school, and then in college I was in drama club. So I don't know, one of those maybe, because it's what I was actually in. But what would I be most interested in? Just go home, play some video games or something, man. Yeah, just the Go Home Club. Your close friends inform you that they no longer want you in their group. Sounds realistic. You're given no explanation as to why. What will you do? I'll just remain alone then. Never really trusted them anyway. What a bunch of scum. I did nothing wrong and this is how I'm treated. I'm taking my sweet ass time with this. Sorry for anybody who wanted a short video. I'll show them a thing or two. I need to find out what truly happened and fix it. There must be some kind of misunderstanding, or I'll just find some new friends to hang out with, though it pains me. Maybe we're just too different to stay together. God, honestly, I'd love to just it be like, oh, your friends don't hang out with you anymore? Let's just grab new friends. But it's not that easy. I guess I'll just be stuck alone. Like, truth be told. Yeah, I guess I would just be stuck alone. You're in class for a final exam review today. Oh, it's just a review. It's not the actual exam. What will you do? Text on your phone or talk to your friends around you? I don't think, like, I know in high school we were never allowed to have phones out, but college people didn't care. Focus intently. I need to ace this test. Slacking off would also be very rude to the teacher. I don't know. I feel like studying on my own was always a lot better than paying attention in class. Probably wouldn't even show up. Nah, I gotta have that attendance. Or barely pay attention. I already know the material or can just teach myself at home. Yeah, I guess probably that one, to tell the truth. Even if I tried to focus intently, and I usually did just try to pay attention and take notes, I don't know, studying at home was always a lot better to me. Which fantasy world do you enjoy the most? Vibrant fantasy dreamland. Can't really... Would that be like... I don't know, I guess that'd be like the Wizard of Oz sort of world, or... Finding hard things to compare that to, or like Adventure Time. Maybe they had like a silly take on the post-apocalypse. Huge Adventure. I always like long adventure type series, but I don't know if that's the best world. When I think of that, though, first thing I think of is like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Peaceful and beautiful. That okay, just normal. Or dark and medieval. That makes me think of, at least the picture and stuff makes me think of Bloodborne, but also like Dark Souls or Berserk, but they're kind of based on Berserk, so... Dark Medieval would be really cool if you had like main character plot armor and you knew you weren't just going to be one of the scrub lords getting killed. In that case it would be really cool, but if you're not guaranteed safety, then maybe not so cool. Peaceful Beautiful just sounds kind of boring to me. Huge Adventure, though, that sounds awesome. And so does Vibrant Fantasy Dreamland. I'm going to go with Huge Adventure, though. I don't know. Like, most of the series I'm thinking of that I like their worlds in my head are kind of like mixes of a few of these. They're not like one particularly, but I'd say Huge Adventure. Though Dark Medieval and Vibrant Fantasy Dreamland are really close second place picks. When you're at home, what do you typically enjoy doing the most? Absorbing myself in music, art, or novels. Goofing around online and getting people mad. Inside's boring. I'd rather mess around outside. Inviting a lot of people over to have some fun. No. Studying, watching documentaries, or learning. That's not too bad. Or laying around playing video games or watching Netflix, YouTube. Man, that is the dream. That is the dream. Like, when I lived in when I was growing up, the house I lived in until I was like 17, I had a basketball goal outside, and whenever I had free time, I'd love to just sit outside and just shoot, dribble around, mess around with the basketball. That's what I'd enjoy, but I don't have a basketball hoop or anything here. I don't even think I really could here. So yeah, just sitting around playing video games would be the nicest. Next. We are at 11 of 16. How many friends would you say you have? Is none an answer? A few close friends that I love and trust. None really, mainly family or a best friend. I don't really mix well with many people. I have a lot of friends. Mostly everyone knows me in some way. I'm pretty popular. I have a good circle of good friends and have met many people. I'm somewhat known. See, this is another thing that's like throughout my life the answer to that is like totally different. Because when I was like younger, it was like I knew everybody. I'd go places just to hang out with everybody. Like I could go to the beach with whoever. I could go to a party with whoever. go out to a movie with whoever. Like, I had a ton of people that I wasn't like close friends with, but I was like close enough to go hang out with and stuff with like just a really wide net of people. And now I just pretty much just stick to myself. Like, it's become one of those things where it's just like, you're an adult, try to survive. So I guess none really at this point. Except for like online friends, really. So yeah, I'm gonna go none. You're at some form of social gathering and you find a person nearby speaking to a group of friends or family about a topic that you're passionate about. This person's blatantly speaking nonsense, and everyone seems to believe them even though you think it to be false instead of know it to be false. What do? Honestly, even if they're wrong, it's none of my business. Whatever, who cares? People say dumb things all the time, and it's not worth the effort to correct them. Yeah, because a lot of times if you say, you're wrong about this, this is what's actually right, people just double down on being wrong. I'll just wait until the person leaves to tell my thoughts on the matter so I don't get into any arguments. On second thought, maybe I'm the one who's misinformed. It says think, not know to be false. Perhaps I should inquire more to see if what they're saying is in any way accurate, and maybe we can reach a resolution. Who does this person think they are? People will get deceived and buy into this BS, and I can't let that happen. I must interject and tell them all the truth. That's what I think on the inside, but what do I do in reality? It's none of my business. 13 out of 16. You walk into a grocery store and this is a really good video for people to get to know me personally, I guess. Hold on, let me check my recording stuff, make sure everything's right. Looks fine. 13 out of 16. You walk into a grocery store and a couple of guys are hanging out right beside the entrance. The group of friends see you and start clearly mocking you and calling you names, and they don't look weak. What do? Honestly, none of my business. Whatever. Like, if somebody tried to get physical with me, I don't care if I get my ass kicked. I'm gonna just swing like an idiot and get my ass kicked. But yeah, if they're just calling me names or something, then it ain't really that big a deal. If they were calling somebody else names, I might get mad. But if it's me, who the heck cares? I'm mature enough to it doesn't matter what some group of strangers thinks. Whatever, I'll ignore them completely and show no interest. Probably. Give them a friendly smile and keep walking. That's more likely. Get away from them and try to hide how hurt you are. Probably wouldn't even notice them in the first place. They barely pay attention to people. Laugh with them. Maybe they're not as rude as you think. Get up in their faces and try knocking one of them down. That last one, laugh with them. I hadn't really thought about that. People like this need to be put in their place. Insult them back. I'm not going to let myself be mocked in public. Honestly, a part of me, maybe that would happen depending on my mood, but probably just give them a friendly smile, like whatever pricks, and just keep walking. It's probably the most likely. You're handed $1,000 by a complete stranger, however they tell you that you must donate all of it to charity. What will you do? Oh. The first sentence threw me off. I was like, 1,000? I'm poor, I need that. But if they tell me I have to donate it all to charity, there are probably other people that need it just as much, if not more. So yeah, if they gave it to me and told me to donate it to charity, I'd probably do it. What kind of grades do or did you often receive in school? Don't be shy. This isn't... Well, it's not anonymous here. Every grade except for 10th grade, all A's and B's. I wasn't a perfectionist by any means. I hated school, but I was just smart enough to make it work. And I cared, I guess, just enough. But yeah, all A's and B's except for 10th grade, where I just failed everything. I think that was the height of just teenage depression, So, yeah, it was like crazy looking back at my transcripts, just one grade of just failing stuff, and then everything else A's and B's. So yeah, and then which of these animals is your favorite? Got a scorpion, an elefante, hippopotamus. Ooh, the fox looks cool. Doggo. Sorry, losing my voice. Cat, owl, swans, eagle, dolphin, cobra, lion, another elephant? Or no, it's a mastodon. Those are dinosaurs, I guess. It's really weird looking. Monkey, horse, or wolf boy? I don't know. I guess I would have to go... Let me look at my webcam. Yeah, I have a wolf mural hanging up beside me. I might go wolf boy, but I like foxes a lot too. Ooh, that's tough between the wolf and the fox. Lions are also awesome. I really like lions. I'm gonna go wolf boy. Next. Oh wait, that's all of it probably. Okay, what did I get? Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me flip over so I can see my face cam. We got it. We got Yuki Yuki no Mi. What? I was like I was answering honestly, except for like the color white thing might have been a little bit on the sketch side. But aside from that, I was answering completely honestly. I didn't think I would get it because I figured the sort of like long journey fantasy world would have been the wrong choice to get this, but holy crap, I got it. The snow fruit. Scheming is fun as long as you can keep it a secret. Deep down you can be as cold as ice at times, but have a soft and gentle visage when around others. Reaching your goals is the most important thing in your life, and nobody should be allowed to tell you otherwise. This power grants you the ability to create and control snow in large areas. Though snow isn't... I'm still blown away. I actually got the one I said at the beginning I wanted? What the hell? This is insane. The snow isn't as tough as ice. You're still more intangible and very strong, or more intangible and very strong in using area of effect abilities to freeze and disable your opponents. Holy hell! I can't believe I got this. Also, for those of you who want to take it and share your results too, I'm going to be putting a link to this in the comments and description. But wow, I am blown away. Hold on, let me. Wow, that's really cool. I got Yuki Yuki no Mi. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, what else? Nagi Nagi no Mi, that's the one I saw, well, not to spoil his, go, even though me saying this kind of does, go watch Nya's video as well. And if they make videos on it too, I guess LahelSympathiser and Milios. Though, again, I feel like, oh my god, tagging people, that puts pressure on them. Either way, Nagi Nagi no Mi, Phoenix Phoenix Fruit, Ope Ope no Mi. I thought that maybe I could get that one. Tori Tori no Mi, Model Falcon, Hie Hie no... I wonder, like, how many of these do they even have? Moku Moku no Mi. What devil fruit is that? I can't really tell from that tiny picture. Because Moku Moku, isn't that wood? Woodwood fruit? Woodwood fruit? You know, I don't know. Allosaurus. So yeah, they even have some more of the scrolling down, like what's the word I'm looking for? Geez, why am I losing my words? This happens when you record sometimes. 0% Yuki Yuki no Mi? What? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, here's how your results compare to... I'm a effing moron. I thought that was like the percentage of how much my answers lined up with these other ones. I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. So wow, I got a rare one then, the Yuki Yuki no Mi. God, I just went from being super big brain, getting what I wanted, to super tiny brain. Tiny stinky smooth brain. But yeah, this video will be up, I guess, tomorrow from when I'm recording this, as soon as I can get it up. I recorded this, if you wanted to know for whatever reason, before recording the Tower of God episode reaction this week, just to warm myself up. Yeah, wow. What a wild ride. So thanks again, Nya D Hemmingz, for tagging me. I'm actually really glad he tagged me because this was super fun. I'm tagging LahelSympathiser and Milios, and I'll leave their YouTube and Twitter links. And probably, I guess, Milios' Twitch as well. I think he does a lot of stuff on Twitch. I'll leave their links and stuff in the description in the comments so you can check all them out, as well as Nya's stuff. But yeah, if you want to, let me know what you thought of what I got, or my answers, or knowing more about me, or what you got, or more about you in the comments. Feel free to comment away, like if you like the video, subscribe for more One Piece and much more on the channel. I'd love to do more quiz stuff like this. This was actually super fun, and I like that it's like a little out of the ordinary from what I normally do. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. And lastly, my brain is just freezing. If you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. That is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.